Yeah, main thing I think we have to do with short-term problems is the tax code. We have to create a simpler, flatter tax code for everybody. We do stupid things here in Louisiana. We like tax investment, literally tax investment. Like I said, if we want to be a hub city, we've got to get rid of the inventory tax. The whole scheme is basically tying up money from employers, from businesses here that are bringing goods, bringing whatever it may be, from the grocery store salesman to the oil field guy having equipment laid down in his yard. We're taxing that stuff. No state is doing that, especially around this area. So we need to get rid of the inventory tax, but at the same time, I do live in Caddo Parish, and I don't want a property tax going up. The whole inventory tax scheme is basically a subsidization to local government. We need to cut out the middleman, but at the same time, create some other path for funding to go toward local government, whether it be a percentage of the state sales tax, gas tax, liquor tax, tobacco tax, to make sure they're fully funded. I disagree, that we should be subsidizing local government. I don't think it's right. But at the same time, it's a problem that was created back in the 90s for our generation, and we need to figure out a way to solve it more properly. If you do get rid of the inventory tax, like I said, here in Caddo Parish, they're probably going to raise your property tax if it's not fulfilled. So that would be an indirect tax vote on businesses, creating more property taxes, because as I'm sure you know, businesses pay most of the property taxes. Also, in regard to the franchise tax, we got to get rid of it. It's stupid. Literally, the inventory tax and franchise tax is taxing investment and growth in Louisiana, and I don't know why we want to do that. In regard to the income tax, corporate and personal, we need to look at all the exemptions, exceptions, and deductions, and be liberal is not, I guess, the right word, but as open as possible to getting rid of most of them as much as we can, but then lowering the rates for everybody. If you're trying to attract business here, they look at the corporate income tax rate and they say it's 8%. You're the highest in the southeast, region. Why would we want to move here? They don't realize it's actually a little bit lower. The effective rate is because you have to go through all those steps. Like I said earlier, we need a more workforce demand-driven system, a more demand-driven workforce development system. That's going to take the employers working with our higher ed officials as well as K through 12 officials, figuring out where we want to be in 10 to 15 years and working through that system. More importantly, I've been down there handling the legislative issues for the Caddo Parish District Attorney's Office for the past 3 years. We need more advocacy from our delegation here in Northwest Louisiana. We literally go on that floor, the Senate floor, outnumbered. Baton Rouge has 6 votes, Greater New Orleans has 9 votes, while all of Northwest Louisiana has 4 votes. That statistic tells you right there you've got to have somebody, first of all, who's a leader and who's going to go down there fighting. Every week I'm here in Caddo Parish fighting to protect our communities. I'm in the drug section from violent criminals as well as drug dealers. I've also had experience with the legislative process, and I've helped create, write, and implement criminal justice reform legislation that is saving the state millions of dollars right now, all while improving public safety. I think I have the leadership skills, those conservative principles and qualities to take us where we want to go. We've walked over 11,000 households talking to people. They're not all saying economic liberty, but that's what they're saying. They want to be able to make their own way. They obviously understand they have to help fund parts of government, especially the public safety aspects of it. But they just want to be left alone. They want to be able to take care of their family, have a good quality of life, and make Louisiana what it is. Louisiana is good. It's the great people here, the cultural, what we have. It's the government that's the problem right now that we need to fix. And I think that can only happen by having new people down there with some new ideas and a fresh perspective on all the issues facing our state right now. I think that is kind of not a legislative issue, but it's more of an advocacy, leadership issue, not only just being in Baton Rouge, but up here in Shreveport, working with folks like you at the Chamber, working with our partners in D.C. to attract businesses here, to say, Shreveport and Northwest Louisiana is a great place to do business. Here's what we got to offer. Here's what we're doing to transform ourselves and making us really a hub destination for high-quality talent, innovative companies, and global investment.